The most powerful force on earth is a human soul on fire. You have a deep ache in your soul for something more, to come alive, to let your passion pour from you like an endless well. When your passion comes alive, the magnificence buried deep inside of you is unleashed. Gifts and talents you never realized surface as your life unfolds like poetry. You can do hard things. I can show you how. This is Thrive Yoga Fit Transformational Coaching, where I teach you how to heal yourself from the inside out. Hey guys, it's Erin here. So I wanted to share with you at the end of this podcast a little snip from my session with Siddhis, a Vedic astrologer who also has access to past life regression. And I've never done anything quite like this. And it was incredibly mind-blowing. And I thought I would just share a little bit of what she told me. This is very personal, but you've been following my journey for this long if you've been listening to the podcast. So I hope that you enjoy and get to hear some of my story. All right, enjoy the rest of the podcast. Namaste. Hello, welcome back to Thrive Yoga Fit Transformational Coaching. This is Erin. So I just had a really life-changing experience. I had a session with a Vedic astrologer. I've never had a session with a Vedic astrologer that also is versed in past lives. And I just want to start by saying what I'm about to say is something that me a few years ago would have been like, oh, that's bullshit, or that's woo-woo, or because as much as spiritual as I am, I feel like I'm pretty logically minded as well. Like I have a good blend, and perhaps that's why if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you might appreciate my perspective, my mindset on things, because I don't just, I question a lot. I question, and I certainly believe in energy power and tradition, and I believe in these arts. But I will say that there are a lot of charlatans, and there's a lot of people that claim to be something when they're not. And today I found someone that actually does it. And there are so many predictions that are coming in. For example, opening up a wellness center. This is something I've thought about in the past, but I didn't want to spread myself too thin. She said it's perfectly possible for me to do this. And my body work is something that I am bringing back on the menu for select past clients. It's not something I'm going to advertise really greatly. Obviously, I'm saying it on this podcast, but this is more like I'm talking to you as my homie. I have been training martial arts for many lifetimes, and this is something that I know in my heart, but I needed to find Kalari Payattu because it's such a blend of healing and vigorous movement, and it's like the warrior is also the healer, and it's just amazing and beautiful. And so I am currently in this state where I am in this state of wonder and getting my mind blown. So that's something that was also discussed. I have been training martial arts and movement arts for many, many lifetimes, and I have yoga siddhis, which I kind of knew, but it was confirmed by the Vedic astrologer. She said that people who are around me, when I'm doing my practices and self-care, she said they get healed. And I'm not claiming to be like one of those like Southern Baptists, like, thou must be healed, like put my hand on them and, I am who I am. I do the practices I do. I've been studying spirituality and movement arts for a long time. I've essentially been praying with my body for like over 20 years pretty diligently. And if you count my martial arts career, it's actually closer to 25. So it would make sense to me as far as what I've learned about Tapasyans is that you start to develop siddhis. And so she said that essentially people that come around me that I can basically help to heal them and integrate back into themselves. And that feels so true for me. So that's some beautiful things that she told me, and that I can combine my coaching, my body work, and yoga and Ayurveda into one force to help heal people. And that's something I've always wanted to do, and I guess I needed permission. The last thing I'm going to share, because I'm about to go to a temple in Vaikom, and I'm very excited to go with my friend Neha. Hi Neha, if you're listening to this. Is my Ishta Devita is Durga Mataji, and I have a statue of her in my moon studio, and I have pictures of her, and I have a shirt that says Durga is my homegirl. And she said that Durga has much affection for me, like she loves me. She said that if there was an extra slice of cake, Durga would save it for me. So I am kind of still processing everything that was told. But if you have not had a Vedic astrology reading and you want someone who's proper, I have a number for you. Email me, erin@erincoach.com, and I will hook you up. So I am loving India, y'all. I am healing in ways I didn't know I needed to, and I have so much more to tell you. I'm writing my journey right now for me, because my friend Melissa, hi Melissa, who's also an amazing life coach. So if you're looking for a life coach that has been through one of my programs that is amazing as well and has a pretty awesome perspective, yeah, again, reach out to me, erin@erincoach.com. I'll give you Melissa's information because she's a bomb diggity coach. But she said that this journey has to be for me. And I share so much publicly. And again, I'm saying this on a podcast, but so I'm keeping more of this for me until the time is right, and I will reveal it when the time is right. And in the meantime, I'm doing deep healing, and big prosperity is coming for me, I guess around May. There's so much she told me, and I'm grateful to be here with you. And if you come into contact with me, if I have the ability to heal you, I will. But it's always teamwork. I always want it to be teamwork. That's why I burnt myself out as a healer, is because it wasn't teamwork. So if I want it more than you, it doesn't work. So the people that come to work with me are the ones that do the work. And if you do the work, I am devoted to you. I have such powerful bhakti to give to you. So I'm still processing. The tears that are coming out are I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude. I'm tapping into an energy that's been dormant inside of me for many years. And it's beautiful. Okay, I need to go get a tissue now. But thank you for listening, for my supporters who have listened to me and supported me and shared my podcast with people and left reviews and all those things. Like, you don't know how much that means to me. It's harder than you think to keep something like this going, and I need your support. So thank you for community support. And if I get to meet you in person, I'm so happy. And I promise to you that I will continue my healing practices, because I want to always be able to serve. And I will love you from the depths of which I can love myself. And I love myself a lot. So that was a very personal dip into my life. I wanted to share it with you, though. I thought it was special, and maybe it will give somebody hope, or maybe you'll want to meet me. Either way. Or maybe it was just entertaining. So anyways, I love you all. I do have 8 spots left for my yoga teacher training. That includes 2 weeks in beautiful India. Please come. If you've been practicing yoga and like you want more out of the yoga practice, like India will put it together for you, I promise. And I'll be there to help make it safe and to help kind of ease some of the bumps that comes with coming to India and not really knowing what you're doing. So we arrange everything for you except for your flight, but we pick you up and all the food, everything. So I will take you under my wing. All right. Love y'all. Namaste.
And your moon sign happens to be Taurus.
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought it was different.
Rashi.
Okay. Cool.
Pardon?
I don't know why I thought it was Leo, but maybe in Western astrology it's different.
Yeah. Yes, yes, Vedic is a bit different than the Western astrology. Okay, so yes, here we start. Please tell me, how can I help you, Erin? And your chart looks very good to me, very career-focused, career-oriented. Has a very wonderful heart of service to serve people, to serve communities, to give back. What do you do, if I may ask?
So I own a yoga studio, and I'm teaching yoga. I'm also doing a kind of massage for people, and I'm also doing like life coaching for people, helping them to process their pain, to find peace again.
Your chart is absolutely a healer's chart.
Oh.
So maybe, so sorry, I got you off.
No, that's very validating. Thank you.
So I'll just narrate something to you. So the Venus is represented by the Hindu guru, who's known as Shukra Acharya. Okay. So Shukra Acharya had this power to renew people even after their death. Something that we hear quoted to be Sanjeevani Vidya, which revives people even after they die. So whenever people come to you, maybe not literally in a state of death, okay, like not when they're dead, no, not like that, but when something in them is dead, you have that power in you to revive them.
Wow.
That is, I think you need to explore this more on this note, because I understand this could win you bread and butter, but this isn't something that we call Siddhi in India, which is known as a supernatural power that you can revive people. And as you practice, as you go ahead, as you progress through life, and because the way the astrology believes in a concept known as a soul take multiple births.
Yes.
So you've got this from your past life, and even as you progress towards the next life, or even if you progress towards this life, you realize that you can revive people so beautifully and restore them back to their original state of centeredness, of that bliss, of that being that connection with the divine.
Wow.
Very powerful chart on that note.
Wow. That's yeah. I'm humbled and honored, and you know, I've been doing healing work for a long time. Just called to me, and there was a part on my healing journey and service where I felt like I was stealing away people's journey from, like, I was like healing them too much, you know, like I was doing more work than they were, and it burnt me out for a while. And so I stopped some of it for a while. But then I'm coming back.
Please. But then, because you personally have Saturn sitting in the 4th house of your horoscope as per the Vedic chart. So whenever this Saturn comes, see, this journey for you was not easy, right? So you also had to go through a lot of experiences for you to evolve, to be here. So don't bring that much upon yourself, or don't feel responsible for a lot of people. Okay, you have it in you. You do that. You know, like this happy-go-lucky way. You do that and you move on. Otherwise, you have a tendency to absorb a lot of things that can impact your well-being. So
Yes.
This is just a word of caution for you not to get too much involved in the work you're doing. Just like any other profession, do your bit. Come back.
Yes.
The divine will take care.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Also, seeing your chart, because you have Saturn in the 4th house of your horoscope, life was exceptionally hard on you as well, on your emotions. You had a journey. So also have that regard for your own soul, that you have come a long way, and even, you need to preserve your healing. You need to preserve yourself.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Yes, Erin. So where do we start with, and how can I help you with your chart, and what areas that we can discuss today?
Thank you so much for listening. If you want to support the podcast and if it's helping you, please consider writing a review. You can go to iTunes or Google Play, go into the search bar and type in Thrive Yoga Fit Transformational Coaching, scroll down, and you can leave a review. This helps other people to find me as well as bumps us up in the search ratings. Also, this podcast is sponsor-free, so that means we don't receive anything for doing it. If you feel so inclined and this podcast is helping to support you and you want to return the favor and help to support any production costs of the podcast, feel free to give a donation to a Venmo link, Thrive Yoga Fit, or PayPal, Erin@erincoach.com. If you don't have the means, don't worry about it. We're not going anywhere. You're all good. But if you would like to give back, you can give back in those ways. Thank you so much. Namaste.